Hello everybody, welcome back to JAMnBreadGames. I'm JAMbread, and today I'm back with another video for my channel, and in this one I thought I would go over some of the details that we have for the new LEGO game, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. Obviously this game is based on episode 7 of Star Wars, which was an amazing movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, I loved it. I watched it so many times in theaters, and I need to pick it up on Blu-ray or whatever, but anyway, that's off topic. But anyway, so let's actually talk about the game itself. Now, this is, I think, the 4th or 5th LEGO Star Wars game, if you want to include the complete saga. I know it's at least the 5th Star Wars game. And a little bit of trivia, I played LEGO Star Wars, the very first one, I think back in like 2006 or so, and that's what got me into Star Wars and got me into Lego a bit more seriously, and really got me into video games as well. So I, for one, am very excited to see that there's another Lego Star Wars game coming out. So I will now go over the details. I keep stalling, but anyway, this is the first Star Wars game that is not really focused on lightsaber combat, but is more blaster focused. The movie, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna probably go over some spoilers in the movie. So, like I just said, if you haven't seen it, you may not want to watch this video. But in the movie, you know, there's really not any Force users that it really focuses on. So there's a lot of blaster gameplay, a lot of blaster combat in the movie. So for the game, it's going to be more focused on blasters. And because of that, there's also a new cover-based mechanic. I just saw gameplay of this, and it's actually pretty cool. Like, it looks like a third-person shooter. You're actually able to go into cover, then pop out of cover, and actually target enemies. Like, if you get a headshot, it'll do more damage, like, you know, in a normal shooter. But instead of like heads exploding or things like that, the developers said that like the helmets will spin around and stuff like that, since it is still a a E10 rated game. And this is also, as far as I know, one of the first Star Wars games to feature flashback levels. So as you're playing through the main story for episode 7, you'll actually be able to go back and play missions from like episode 6 and stuff like that. So there's going to be missions that like go back to Endor and things like that. There's also extra levels that will kind of flesh out the story a bit more, but I'll go into more detail on those in a little bit. For gameplay, there's a new gameplay mechanic called the multi-build. This will allow you to build something in the environment, which if you played any of the other LEGO games, you're probably already familiar with this. This is something that's been in the games for a while now. But now you'll actually have the option to choose between at least two different multi-builds. So like, you'll be able to not just build like, you know, say a catapult to knock down a wall. You'll be able to also build like a ladder or something like that. So you can really choose what you want to build, and I think that will affect the gameplay, which is pretty cool. And so for the levels of this game, there are 18 levels. 10 are based on the movie. The other levels mainly lead up to the movie, while there's also an epilogue level. The additional levels have new story content as well. Not all of them, of course, but some of them do. Now, these story missions are actually considered canon to the Star Wars universe, which is interesting. So the people at TT Games actually kind of made some of the story for the Star Wars universe, which is pretty cool. And so these levels are accessed by collecting gold bricks that are in the game. And so these extra missions are either played as flashbacks that can be activated by interacting with special characters, or a new mission will be unlocked for every 2 missions that are played. Some of these missions explain the origin of C-3PO's red arm, while others show Han and Chewbacca hunting down the Rathtars. So these sound pretty interesting. Like, I'm really interested to see how additional story content will be in a LEGO game. Other things that are in the game, there will be 5 hub worlds. I'm not really familiar with how hub worlds work. I know, you know, in the ones that I played, probably the latest Lego game I played was probably like Lego Batman or something like that. And usually with those, you would just have one hub world, like either like the University in Indiana Jones or the Cantina in Lego Star Wars. But this one will actually have 5 hub worlds, so that's pretty interesting. There will also be more than 200 characters and 40 different vehicles. To compare that to the complete Saga Lego Star Wars game, there were about 130 characters and 21 vehicles or so. And of course, that game was a mix of 2 games. So seems like there'll be actually a pretty good amount of characters in this game. So there should be plenty of content. And I think there's also going to be downloadable content. So I'm not sure if this includes downloadable content characters or not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, those are some of the main details that I know of about the game. Let me know what you guys think about this and if you're excited for the new Lego Star Wars game. I mean, I'm really excited for it. I don't know. It's been a while since I've really gotten into a Lego Star Wars game. You've been seeing gameplay of the complete Saga during this, and so I went back and played through this game, and honestly, I loved it. I mean, I grew up playing what was it? It was called Lego Star Wars, wasn't it? And then I went on and played through the original trilogy, which was Lego Star Wars 2. And honestly, I love those games, and it's fun to think about going back to that world and seeing it, on with next gen graphics and with even more content than the first 2 had. So I, for one, am very excited for the new game. Let me know what you guys think, and please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Okay, bye guys.